So what happens now with Baker?
I heard rumors he might go to Pittsburgh.
I saw that too. I think that would be hilarious.
Just the ultimate fuck you to the Baker from the Browns.
I don't think the Browns send him to a division rival no matter what, unless they have that little respect for Baker.
I think they do.
You think at
I
this
think
point?
they would do that. Yeah, I think they easily would. But I don't know what would be a good fit for him.
But yeah, I think Seattle is still an option. I think he kind of fits the Pete Carroll.
Looks good, great in the
mold.
Seahawks.
He does look
uniform.
great. That's a big part. The jersey like fit. That's a major thing.
You know what? I have seen him in a black Carolina Panthers jersey, and he looks pretty good in that.
Really?
Too. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
visor helps.
Yeah,
I don't know
Yeah.
why more guys don't wear a visor.
It looks like a Nike ad when he's got the visor on.
Absolutely.
When they do like their concept uniforms, the quarterback always has a visor on. That's
Mhm.
what he looks like. It's like
He does,
looks
yeah.
So cool.
He looks like the jersey mock-ups that come out every year. Like, oh, this is what the NFL is going to do when Nike gets
Right.
the jerseys.
And they don't want to put a face on like their concept, so they just put a visor over it.
Yep.
That's exactly what Baker is.
100%.
It's like, oh, that's so sick.
Jared and I were looking at Photoshops. We saw one of like Matt Ryan in a Seahawks jersey. It just didn't look right.
Yeah.
You got to have some swag to rock a Seahawks jersey.
I
Kirk
agree.
could not pull off a Seahawks
No.
jersey.
Phillip Rivers could not pull
No.
out a Seahawks jersey.
That's why I think Matt Ryan, in my head, without even thinking about analytics, nothing, fit, forget about all that. I think Matt Ryan looks good in a Colts jersey because of
Two
the whole-
colors.
the Phillip Rivers,
Yep.
the
Andrew
Carson
Luck,
Wentz,
Peyton
Andrew Luck,
Manning.
just like no swag.
Jacoby
quarterbacks.
Brissett. Yeah,
Yep.
Jacoby Brissett
He
has
just
no swag.
fits the stereotype.
It's very classic vanilla.
It's a
you know,
fit,
go-to.
yeah.
Cheese
Absolutely.
pizza.
It's cheese pizza, vanilla, hamburger with no cheese. Was Baker asking for this all along? Because like he's definitely, I don't know, the stuff he says and the stuff he does, he definitely puts a target on his own back.
Right.
I think there's no arguing that. And I think people are kind of torn. Like, there's a lot of people who feel bad for him. I think I kind of lean in the I feel bad for him territory, but there's a lot of people who are like, good, fuck this guy. He's been talking all this shit and now he's like out on the street. I do think the underdog mentality is a little overplayed for him. I think he needs to retire that one. He was the
Yeah.
first overall pick. He's a Heisman winner. He's
got-
short. He's short.
And he
but-
always has a chip on his shoulder for like little to no reason.
yeah.
He was the first overall pick. I mean, I don't know. It's just he's always had this big chip on his shoulder. I don't really get it.
Yeah, the whole chip on his shoulder thing for any athlete who's in the NFL draft, I think, is
Like
overrated.
I understand Tom Brady having a chip on his shoulder because he was a 6th round pick.
Yes.
but Baker,
If you're in the first round, I don't think
he's number one overall. Baker.
exactly,
So
and a
it's like-
Heisman winner.
Yeah, I don't know. He's playing with a chip on his shoulder. I don't know if he should be doing that, and I don't. I shouldn't really delegate what people do and what
Yeah,
not.
if it helps him like play better, then that's all for it. But it also helps him like fuck up in the media a good amount too. Like,
And-
he's had a lot of media snafus.
and then his shoulder injury was a huge part of it. That was pretty much the beginning.
Yeah,
of
if he took that chip off his shoulder, he probably would have been able to heal it
that's
quicker.
true. That's true. Yeah, maybe the chip was too big and his shoulder got hurt.
Probably it's just extra weight he's carrying around all year.
Exactly.
That's just pain.
And it's his throwing shoulder.
I thought it was his non-throwing shoulder.
Oh, maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know which one the chip is on though. He probably is on both. Honestly, knowing that guy, how great he is.
Big ol'. Also, when they say a chip on their shoulder, what does a chip on the shoulder look like?
What is that from? What's that like saying from?
I have no idea.
I was like,
Can we Google that? Is there like an origin to that?
I always like when they say chip on the shoulder, it's like a big nasty scab. That's what
really.
That's what I always.
I think
picture.
a chip of concrete for some reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I always think of a nasty scab.
What about like a potato chip?
Like just a Lay's potato
Yeah,
chip.
just on the shoulder.
Fuck, that makes me hungry.
The origin of
Oh.
a phrase, a chip on your shoulder, refers to a practice seen in America during the 19th century in which boys spoiling for a fight would place an actual chip of wood on their shoulders before walking around belligerently daring others to knock the chip off.
Interesting.
Why did we get rid of that tradition? That is the coolest thing I've heard in a long time.
Actual.
I'm coming to work tomorrow with a chip of wood on my shoulder.
Quite literally. It's a very literal. meaning.
Yeah, like if you wanted to fight someone, you would put a chip of wood.
Put a chip on your shoulder.
That's like almost like a Tinder bio thing or something. Like, hey, I'm looking to fight.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm 23. I'm feeling scrappy and I'm ready to fight.
I don't get it. Okay.
That's
whatever.
interesting.
That
really
phrase has lasted then for like 2 centuries.
All the shit they did in the past is so weird.
Oh my God, right?
Yeah.
Like if a ship was leaving, they'd all just go wave at it all day. That's the stupidest tradition ever.
That was like an event too.
Yeah, let's
you
get
just
like
mark that
you
off
get
your
dressed up
calendar.
for
Yeah.
it. You get like a full suit on. Let's go stand out there and just wave like this
Yeah,
all
yeah.
day. Stupidest tradition ever.
Yeah.
People in the old, like people who say they want to go live in a different century than we're in now. Fuck them.
Yeah.
No chance.
We're way smarter with TikTok and all that.
Exactly.
nowadays.
Yeah. Instead, we just spend our time staring at a little rectangle for 4 hours a day, listening to the exact same sounds, everything.
That's deep, man.